My name is Nnamdi.
Jennifer.
I'm the groom. I'm not the bride. It was a journey of, I won't say patience, because it's like when you have something in front of you, but you can't hold it because you're not at liberty to. So basically, it was a lot of patience. And then even when I made up my mind and let her know, there was still an extended period afterwards. But basically, I had made up my mind that I wanted her to arrive at her own convictions herself. So I kept my convictions, details of my convictions to myself until she finally arrived at her own conviction. I think I'm privileged to be from a family that has married out of the Igbo tribe. Majority of my siblings got married to people who were not from Igbo land. And given that my parents grew up here and we all grew up here, so we had come to understand the culture a little bit more than was expected. So, and then also because it was a decision I had prepared myself for long before she arrived there, I had warmed my family into the decision, and they had already opened up and were like, who is this lady that you're talking about? And in fact, one of the times my mom accused me of trying to get her to like her before she met her. But bottom line is that I didn't really have so much. Where I'm from, Oka, majority of men marry out. So it wasn't alien. It wasn't really a challenge for the cultural side. Yeah, most of the focus was on personality. If she was the kind of person I would like to spend my life with.
For us, it was not so much of an issue because we pretty much have same spiritual ideology. We have pretty much same outlook on life, and also our cultural upbringing was not one of the things that was very foremost for us. But I think coming down to family, that begins to become more pronounced, and people begin to talk more about it. So my parents had a hard time accepting the fact that the person that this girl says she's in love with and wants to get married to is Igbo. So, especially because they haven't had the best of experiences with other people that they knew over time who had gotten married to Igbo men. So they felt we don't want that kind of experience for you. And so it had to be me trying to convince them and getting them to know the fact that yes, there might have been some bad Igbo guys and all, but you can't just dismiss a person off just for the fact that he's Igbo. He didn't choose it. He didn't. So how would you feel if it was this your precious baby, and somebody's like, no, our son cannot marry you just because you're from Plateau State? Over time, they gradually warmed up to the fact that okay, let's get to know the person rather than just hold off to the fact that okay, this person is Igbo. So I think that dynamic became very pronounced once it got to the family level and we're ready to get married.
I've always had a scripture: he who finds a wife finds a good thing and obtains favor from the Lord. So from the very point I began to take her seriously, I began to call her what I wanted her to be. So I began in Igbo language. Ifoma means a good thing. So I believe that the more I call her the name, I'm creating the reality of what I want to see in her, which is a good thing. So I believe that every time I engage with her with that revelation of the name, I'm creating a good thing for myself. So that's why I call her Ifoma.
It's a scripture I also believe that whoever I get married to um, finds a good thing, because I believe that I'd be the help that he needs as God ordained. And I was adding to the scripture earlier that he also obtains favor from the Lord, and that favor extends to men as well. So having that knowledge makes that I carry myself in a certain way, and I'm able to conduct myself in a certain way because I know the ordination that is upon me. So I receive it as that. So that's why I said it's the making of Ifoma, because I'm becoming that good thing to him.
I look forward to spending, to looking back at the last 50 years and being able to point at highlights. I know there'll be low points, but I look forward to enjoying how we came out of them, how we changed the narrative. Yes, basically. I'm looking forward to that, taking a toll and just seeing how God's faithfulness took us all through.
Jenny, you did good. You had an amazing life and you've done well for yourself. I'm proud of you.